use your eyes every day, to observe your surroundings, to move from place to place, to view nature and get inspired. When it comes to pictures, most photographers rely on their eyes to see. Manar relies on her imagination and technique. Manar is a journalism student at the American University in Cairo. She was born with an atrophy of the optic nerve, meaning she's legally blind. She can only see if light is on or off.
بص يا منار، هنا كده شجر. الشجر ده بتاع حوالي 2.5 متر 3.
This is Manar's dad. He is describing the scene in front of her, using meters and her hands to give her a point of reference to where things are.
وهنا كده طرقة نزل يعني
طب تعالى ناخد الشجر الأول.
طب يلا خد الشجر.
هو هنا؟ ولا هنا المبنى؟
هنا كده.
In the end, Manar is the one who decides what to take pictures of and at what angle. But how does somebody who's blind get into photography in the first place?
I knew that I should take photography foundations, and it's a prerequisite to my journalism courses, so I have to take this course. I was very worried, but I said to myself, Manar, don't worry, we'll learn the history of photography, and that's it. You'll not be doing anything else, and the professor should be understanding. And I came home, and I researched about photography for blind people, and I saw amazing videos, and I got excited. Why don't I give myself a chance to learn something new? I went to the class, and I told him, sir, I researched about photography for blind people. I can't take pictures of you. He told me, I researched too. And he taught me the first technique of photography. The first technique that I was learned is to put the camera here, to be stable, to not to move. فقال لي I will get you a camera that you will not need to modify exposure or anything. You will just learn the composition this semester. And he got me a camera, and I started learning.
The technique Manar uses all depends on what she's taking a picture of.
أنا لما بمشي معاها بالنسبة للتصوير مجرد ان انا ببقى ماشي جنبيها واقول لها مثلا في مبنى الجامع، بتيجي هي بقى بنيجي نقف قدامها، هي بتاخدها شمال ويمين، ويعني بتبتدي ان هي تنظم حاجه عاليه، اقول لها مثلا فوق، بتروح لقطها.
For humans, I use my ears. I select their direction, their voice direction. Through their voice, I can know if they're tall or short, if they're look at me or look at or look at another direction. So voice is very important for me when shooting humans, and also silhouette, because I can see light. I can't see any objects, but I can see light. So when someone stands in front of me, he or she shades the light.
Viewing and filtering photos requires using a computer. Rather than having people constantly assist her, Manar relies on AI software to help her get her work done.
Okay, this is the screen reader.
Alt F4.
This is the voice of the screen reader. It's reading everything on the screen. Everything, and when I press an arrow, The image is, it calls it, the computer calls it IMG, so it tells me that there's an image here.
Even Manar's phone uses a special program that reads whatever is on the screen, whether Arabic or English. The people around Manar describe her as a go-getter, never letting her disability get between her and her goals.
Manar as a student was extremely patient, very deliberate, very thoughtful, and she really went above and beyond. Sometimes I'd ask her to do 10% of something, and then she'd come back and do the other 90. So it was always impressive to see how much effort she was willing to put into her work, and had a lot of respect for things that were attached to her name.
يعني هي من النوع ان هي تملي عندها حماس في كل حاجة، حماس ان هي تبقى حاجة كبيرة. وعلى فكرة برضو عشان خاطر انا، يعني هي بتعمل الحاجات ديت حب فيا انا، لان هي عايزة بقدر الامكان ان هي ترضيني، ان هي يعني انا بتمنى ان هي تكون احسن واحدة في العالم، هي عايزة ترضيني بنفس الطريقة.
Although she is blind, she doesn't allow her disability to define her and does difficult tasks despite the challenges.
I want to advise the sighted persons who deal with visually impaired people, please try to be descriptive, because by your description to things, the visually impaired can see, can see by his or her mind. So try to help them feel everything as you do and see everything as you do.
Manar was lucky enough to have a support system that encouraged and believed in her ability to do what others may think is impossible. She is proof that when given the chance and the resources, that the differently abled can do incredible things.